Hey guys and ladies, Keith from 392 Life here. I say and ladies because I check my analytics and it does show that there are some female visitors to my site. But anyway, I'm stressing for content, and this video is pretty much going to be a combination of things. I did go to a car meet yesterday, Cars and Coffee down in Middletown, Delaware. Not a lot of cars showed up, and I wasn't really feeling it, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because right off the bat there were 3 Supras there. None of the owners wanted me to interview them on camera, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what got me feeling like I do. But anyway, I have footage of that, and then the second part of the video is talking about my setup, what I use to do my videos and also to do my editing. So if you guys have any content, or not any content, but any ideas on what you do when you're just not feeling it, drop a comment below. Thanks. So this is a 1940
Chevy Coupe.
Chevy Coupe.
Yeah, Chevrolet Coupe.
102. It's nice. It's 350 engine. Take a look at this interior. Tilt steering wheel added. AM/FM radio. Gauges all work.
You want to shoot it from the inside on the other side? Or you
Sure. All right, here we go. Got the AM. First of all, got the digital clock, right? And this
AM and FM radio.
AM/FM radio.
With cassette player with a
CD player, yeah.
Right.
It is. All your gauges work.
Right.
And got the tilt steering wheel.
Yeah.
That's hot. That's hot in the 1940s.
Here.
Got the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Added.
Controls.
Wow. Do you have power locks in here too?
Yeah.
Got the power locks. This is sweet.
And power windows, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah. These are power windows then right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, you hooked this bad boy up. I don't even see why you want to sell it.
Hey, I'm 78 years old. I got no more garage space. I live right over here at St. Anne's.
Okay.
Street. And I got a 55 T-Bird that put this from the shade.
Speed-wise, because you said you're dropping that 5.0
and it's convertible.
And you're dropping a 5.0 in there, right?
Oh yeah, 5.0. Air conditioning and everything.
This is hot. What's your name, by the way?
Freddie.
Freddie.
Right, Freddie.
I'm Keith.
Okay, Keith.
Freddie, do you mind if I put this on YouTube?
You're welcome. And why don't you get my number? Where you make a picture of my phone numbers, everything right on the window here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you want hood down and stuff, I'll put that down too.
That's almost like a shaker hood almost. What year is this?
67.
67 Cougar. Wow. Oh, what do you got on here?
As far as
Anything. By the way, I'm Keith.
hi, John.
John.
Yeah.
John, I'm going to put this on YouTube. I hope you don't mind. This is a sweet car.
It's a 390.
390.
It is a shaker hood setup.
It is.
That wasn't stock that year, but the guy put it on.
Okay.
Got a Griffin radiator.
Nice.
It's got the same hood scoop you have.
Yep.
How many horses
That's
is it
why you
making?
park next to him.
The previous owner said 450 to 470.
450, 470 at the wheels?
No, at the
That's okay. That's still good.
it's more than enough for me.
It's probably more than I got.
Wow, that's pretty motor.
Look at this.
302 in it?
That's a big one.
No, I painted them because the chrome was in bad shape.
You know, this classic Cougar is giving you
Yeah, I saw it.
67.
Yep.
No, you guys are good. All right. You're on camera. What's your name again?
Andrew.
Andrew? All right, Andrew. This is a Plymouth Duster. What year is this?
It's a 71.
71 Plymouth Duster. Look at this bad boy. Mopar. 6-pack, 340.
You looked out for me on that one. I was playing on
Wow.
78, 79.
Tell me about it. Tell me a little bit about it.
I hadn't had it over about a year.
A year? Okay.
I bought it when I was in the hospital of Cleveland. Dad called me up saying, should I buy the car? The car crushed Bear Jackson's auction block.
Oh yeah? Do you race it?
I wish I did.
Oh no, you ain't gonna race it.
Never ran at the quarter mile.
Really?
Yeah, there's a place down in Maryland.
Cecil County?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cecil County Dragway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. This is nice though. When I saw this car in Dover at the Air Force Base, I wanted to talk to you guys about it. I think you guys had just pulled up.
Yes.
And you weren't settled yet. So I kept moving, but I never came back to talk to you about it. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always happy to talk about car or whenever you need specifics. I'm glad to talk about it with you.
This is nice. So do you know how much horsepower it's making?
I believe it was around, I think 315.
315? Okay.
Or probably 125.
Probably 315.
Yeah.
Yeah, 125 is really low for a car like this.
Yeah, I'm guessing 315.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. This is really nice.
And this wire runs into the back of that.
340. I guess 340 is the size. This is the engine size.
Yes. Yeah, I detail it myself.
You detail it yourself?
Yes.
You sure do keep it clean. That's for sure.
I got a blue.
This is the original paint?
Cigarette lighter? Yeah.
Yeah, you keep it real clean.
Put it on a station, and I find that station on the Bluetooth, and I be.
Whoa! Okay guys, this is my primary tool for shooting videos. It's a Nikon D800E DSLR. The problem with this camera is that it's huge, and there's another problem. Sometimes I miss coverage. I hit the record button and nothing records. Like yesterday, I was at a car meet. This guy had this really sharp, clean 74 Thunderbird. I videotaped it, or at least thought I did. Nothing came out. Nothing was downloaded for that particular interview. So I'm still thinking hard about getting a GoPro. Anyway, this is my primary camera. Attached to it is a 16-35mm lens. This is a wide angle lens, and I prefer this lens over all of my others because it gets close up, you know, like when I want to, you know, take some close shots of engines and things like that. I do have some other lenses. I did a lot of photography, still do. I have a Flickr page. I'll put the link in the description below. Another of my lenses that I use for long shots is a Nikon 200 to 500 millimeter lens. I took this lens down to Cecil County for the street speed call out back during the summer, but the lens was actually too long. And the one that's on the camera now was too short, so I was kind of messed up. I had no intermediate lens at that time. This is my big boy lens. I also shoot videos with a lowly Galaxy S5. And I'm finding myself using it a little bit more than I did at the beginning. Holding this S5 is so easy. It shoots 1080p, so the video quality is just as good as the Nikon. Sometimes I use them together for one video shoot. The only thing bad about that is there's a difference in white balance. For instance, one of the videos that I shot recently, I think it was putting on the Lux auto tint or taillight tint. There was a couple of different shades to my car. One from shooting with the camera and the other from shooting with the cell phone. The white balance wasn't set perfectly between the two. But a GoPro should settle all of that. This is Reggie. If you look at the top, we have a couple of USB 3.0. I think one is a 3.1 connection port. And on the right, there are two USB 2.0 and lower connection ports. There's an eSATA and a FireWire, but I don't use those. Under that, I have two LG Blu-ray disc read writers. Then this little thing right here is used to control some additional fans I've installed. Actually, I only have one extra one installed, and it cools directly, or it flows directly onto the video cards. I have two video cards in here. One is actually it's the same thing, two EVGA GTX 970 cards. You see a multi-card reader right here, so that if I wanted to just plug in my cards from my camera, either SD or CF, I have slots for that directly in the computer. This area right here is for my SSD, Samsung SSD 850 EVO. This slot is empty right now. I need to fill that up. And then we have this big old fan down here. Now this case is called the Cooler Master HAFX. And I don't know, but I think HAF stands for huge as f***. I don't know, the X may stand for extreme. But this is one heck of a computer. Some of the other things I have in it, just briefly, it runs on a Skylake 4.0 gigahertz processor. I've successfully overclocked that to 4.7. This whole thing is air cooled, no water. I mean, this is not a car. I don't want any type of coolant in my computer. It is cooled by multiple fans. You see the big fan here, but there's also fans on the top and on the left side, as well as the back, as well as on the inside. As I mentioned, with this lever right here, I can cool the inside of video cards. Let's take a look at the left side and the top side. You'll notice that there's a big old fan there at the lower left. You see two things that look like they have spikes on them. They're silver. Those are that is one piece actually, is the Noctua heatsink, along with a couple of Noctua fans. These cool the processor, which already runs cool enough, but just in case. I actually did a lot of number crunching back in the day, so I needed that stuff, especially when I overclocked it to 4.7. I should probably get those heat sinks plastic coated black. I also have in here some additional lighting. That's why it's so red. It's to match my car. And I probably need to do some wire maintenance. You can see a few wires kind of scraggling out along the right hand side. Far right at the bottom, those hold my disk drives. The motherboard is Gigabyte Gaming G1 motherboard. This was the top of the line motherboard back when I first built this, 3 or 4 years ago, and it has a lot of stuff on it. It has M.2 connections, of which I do have one in here from Samsung. It's a 512 gigabyte 950. Just has a lot of stuff in it. Some of the ports I don't even use. It has USB 3.1. This was top of the line back when it first came out. I probably need to upgrade now though. A few more things out that I want to get. And now here's the back of Reggie. You notice right here I have another fan. This is pushing air out. And then over here I have connectors, USB 3.0, USB 3.1 connectors. I also have a couple of USB drives in there, my Ethernet connection, and these are my sound connectors right here for a 5.1 surround sound system attached to the computer. Right here I have two monitors connecting to one video card. One is using HDMI, the other one is using DVI. Have some slots on the motherboard that are not being used. This switch right here actually controls the lights that are on the inside, the red lights. Here's my second video card plugged in right there. I also have a modem, which is out of style now. And then down here I don't know if you can see it, but that's where my power supply is. I'm running an EVGA 1000 watt Platinum 2 power supply. And that's the back of Reggie. Here's the top of Reggie. And one thing I noticed is the honeycomb design. These are two fans actually. And I kind of think it's cool because that matches the honeycomb design of my door sill guards. And it says all over it B, Rumblebee. So I don't know, Reggie and Stormy have a lot in common. But anyway, these fans blow out air from the inside, help keeping it cool. This is why I feel like I really don't need to do that water cooling thing inside of the computer. You have fans and you have them placed correctly and you have the direction correct, you can keep the inside cool enough without all that water. That computer may be overkill for most things, but it's appropriate for video editing, even though I didn't know I was going to use it for that when I built it. I want to give a shout out to the 570. That's another YouTuber. He actually gave me the idea to create business cards on my computer and pass them out when I do interviews at car meets. Just give them to the people that I interview so that they can see the interview on YouTube. So a shout out goes to him. By the way, what I'm using, oh, and by the way, his link is in the description below. What I'm using is Microsoft Publisher. I actually got Publisher pretty cheap at a company I used to work for. Actually, not just Publisher, but the whole Microsoft Office suite for like $25, which is really cool. But that's what I use to create my own business cards. I don't send them out to Staples or anything to get them printed. Just print them on my computer, take them with me whenever I go to a car meet, and pass them out. And actually, I think I've gotten a few subscribers from that. So if any of you are thinking about doing that, I think it's a good idea.